Hey everyone, it's Raj from 3CB Performance. Today's topic is Man City's ever-talented midfielder Kevin De Bruyne, who suffered from a series of lower body injuries this season that have limited him for the majority of the season, starting with a right knee ligament injury in August that kept him out for nearly 3 months. Then, in his second game back in November, he had a left knee ligament injury, and now most recently on March 2nd, he was withdrawn at halftime with a hamstring issue. De Bruyne described the issue as less of an injury and more of a proactive move, as he felt some tightness in the hamstring after making a pass, so he and the team decided to not take a risk. It's certainly the smart move to be cautious with muscular problems, especially the very touchy hamstrings. Just ask Man U's Jesse Lingard, who was allowed to come back versus Liverpool after straining his hamstring after only a week, and he ended up re-injuring it relatively quickly. Not to my surprise, I actually made a video on it cautioning against bringing him or Martial back too soon due to risk of re-injury. In Kevin's case, he and the team look to be targeting a return for after the international break in late March. When viewed in isolation, any hamstring issue isn't to be taken lightly because they're so integral to most football movements and have a high re-injury rate, with nearly 30% being re-strained within the first 2 months. However, De Bruyne and the team being proactive and conservative helps reduce that risk. However, when we consider the hamstring issue in conjunction with his other lower body injuries this season, the hamstring issue very well could be a compensatory injury, as research shows the risk for hamstring strain increases after knee ligament injuries. The body is like a series of chain links. If one weakens, there's more stress applied to other areas. That compensation will be a risk for De Bruyne as he gets back from the hamstring problem, and then there's the added problem of again losing his in-game fitness levels. He was just getting back to form when this happened. Lastly, when he does get back, the intensity of the fixtures will only be higher as Man City is in a tight race for the Premier League, and they'll possibly be competing in the later stages of the Champions League and FA Cup. All these factors point towards the team having to be more conservative and pick and choose games for De Bruyne down the final stretch, rather than being the constant engine and key to the team as he's been in previous seasons. You can always find me on social media at 3CB Performance.